Once again, good evening, Central Atlanta. Welcome back to Porch Time, live from JTH Construction Studio. We have chased off the Halloween people. Very fun group. Mary Benton and Amanda and Nate. Paul's Haunted Halls. We appreciate them coming in. But we're going to shift gears big time right now and go big time with Reagan. How you doing, Reagan?
Good.
Hello, Reba. Hello, Mike. Hello, Misty.
And she is a superstar, yeah.
She is a superstar. Mm-hmm. She's got the ring.
She does.
But you've got the crown.
Yeah, I do. We're blingy. We're the blingy family.
The blingy family.
Yes.
Joining us, and we're honored to have her, Mrs. Indiana, Jamie Fewell. Jamie, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
From myself and from Porch Time.
Thank you so much.
We've been here every step of the way with
you. Have been.
The whole way.
Mm-hmm, the whole way.
The entire
Started five or 6 years ago, right?
And when you came in here for the first time and discussed you were going to do this, and I'm like, why now? And you're like, shut up, Kevin, I'm doing it. So,
yeah.
And now you made it.
Why now at 40 years old? That's the question I always get asked.
Because you enjoy it. It's in your blood. And it's your version of competition.
It is, and it is a competition. It's a very tight, tough competition. Yes. So the women that I competed against were phenomenal.
Yeah.
Top notch.
I'm sorry, I didn't read the question.
You're fine. You didn't even do your sponsors either.
I did
you
earlier.
Did it earlier,
yeah.
So you only have to do it once. Okay.
I mean, that's my rule I made up right now. Two shows.
He makes his own rules.
But I mean, American Basement Solutions, of course, Fathom Real Estate, States Comfort System, Wellsprings, Reps, Logan's Cosmos, Drink the Creek, Cedar Creek. We'll just name them off as we see them. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
But anyway, phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. You started out 5 years ago. I remember coming in here. You've come in every year, whether you're doing a pageant or preparing kids for a pageant, but your goal was to be Miss Indiana or Mrs. Indiana at some point in time.
Yes.
And you made it.
Did it.
Talk a little bit about that whole journey. What it means to you.
Yes.
And you got the sash on.
I got my sash on. I do have my crown.
Where's the crown?
It's right here.
And we're going to get to that moment when you realize you want to hear in a moment, because I don't want to share that. I don't want to waste that, because I want to talk about your journey first.
Yeah. Hi, Olivia.
Oh, yes, Olivia's been in here several times.
Hi, Misty. Yes, I saw her in here a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
She was with
She's a delightful
county
lady.
court. Yes, she's amazing. She's going to do really well this summer for Morgan County.
Yes.
Yeah. So back to me on my journey. Started 5 years ago, which was really interesting because I had really never had any pageant experience, and come up with this great idea to do a pageant at the age of 40 after I had just been diagnosed with an illness, which left me
came on the air and talked about that.
which left me pretty debilitated. I wasn't able to walk or stand for 6 months. So at my lowest point, I was super sick, and I was just trying to process everything that was happening in my life at the time. And I thought, I need something in my life, something so I could set a goal for myself. And I was scrolling through Facebook. I came across the Mrs. Indiana page, and I thought, that's something I had always thought about doing, but never had the nerve or courage to do it. So I thought, why not? If I can get myself healthy enough to do it, I'm going to walk on stage in heels. And so I just took baby steps to get to that point and went to my first event, which was 5 years ago, and didn't win.
But I mean, you're an introvert.
Very much so.
And you're timid and shy at times.
Yes.
We've discussed this.
Yep.
I'm not opening up something that people don't know about you.
Right.
But you have a sense of bravery about you too.
Right.
Because were you a cheerleader in high school?
Nope.
But then what did you go on to be?
Yeah, so I had another great idea to audition for the Indianapolis Colts cheerleading squad after high school. Never had any cheerleading background. I did have a dance background, which if you guys go to the NFL cheerleading,
it's all dance.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot more cheerleading over the years, but back in the day when I auditioned, you had to have a very strong dance background.
Right.
But with that being said, when I was 19 and I auditioned for the Colts cheerleading squad, I looked like I was 12. Right. So I was very immature looking, and I can remember walking into the room there was 564 girls that auditioned that year, and I walked into the room, and these women looked like Barbie dolls. They had, the beautiful hair, the gorgeous bodies, very fit, very athletic. And then there was me, the 12-year-old, 19. And so I was.
So you have a very deep sense of courage about you.
I do. You know, I
challenges.
want to live my life without regrets, because I knew at that moment, I was like, at that moment, I thought to myself, I'm not going to make the team. But if I leave right now, I'm going to hate it. And I'm going to regret in 20 years, why didn't I just try it?
Right.
So I knew that if I went through the auditions and I at least tried it, I could say, you know, I did it. Right. I didn't make it, but at least tried. I didn't know that I was going to be one of those 24 girls out of 564 that very first time. So I was very fortunate. Turn the camera on me. Oh, yeah. Look. Here.
Right there. Sorry, Corey.
Thanks, Corey. He has my back.
I'm just looking right. I'm mesmerized. I'm looking right at her.
I only see half of Jamie's face. There we go. Here, let me see
you
it.
forgot pretty.
Pretty face. You're perfect right there.
Aw.
You're perfect right there. I apologize, Jamie.
That's okay. So anyways, yeah, I just live my life without regrets. You know, here's the thing. You got to go after things that you're excited about, passionate about. It doesn't always work out, but you can say you at least tried.
Right.
So, and that's how I've always lived my life.
So I was going to say, inspiration exactly to these little gals out here. Not only you were never a cheerleader at any school level, yet you went on to become a Colts cheerleader at the professional level. You never did any pageant experience or anything like that. And yet, in 5 years, you went on to become Mrs. Indiana.
Yes.
Turn camera so we see that's right. We just put that on Jamie.
Double the camera?
We can do this, Matt. We can go here. And anyway.
Yes. So, you know, I just really encourage everybody to go after those goals or dreams that you have in life. It doesn't matter timing. I mean, I was 40 years old and attempting my very first pageant. Right. And so, you know, life is short. And it's never too late to go after those things that you want in life. So,
Reagan, what do you think about your mom being crowned Mrs. Indiana?
Well, at first I thought it wasn't real because it's crazy. Like my mom, Mrs. Indiana, for sure. Like, but then I was like, oh, whoa, she actually won. Like that's crazy. After 5 years, she finally won.
Right.
So here's the thing: they've been there.
It was beautiful before. And I knew she was going to win.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, she's a good girl.
They've
been with me the whole entire time.
Yes.
So they've come to every pageant that I've been involved in. And I know it was last year, I didn't make even the top 8. I think it was the top 8. So I didn't make it. And after they had announced the last finalist and I didn't hear my name, they were in the stands. It was really quiet. And they were like, we love you, Mom. So, you know, and then I thought, this is why I am doing the things that I'm doing. You know, I want my girls to see that when you're chasing after something, it might not happen the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, or sixth or seventh, whatever it may be. But as long as you are persistent, it's eventually going to be your time.
So walk us through that evening.
Yeah.
The elimination part. I don't understand how it all works.
Yeah.
But walk us up to the moment where you first of all, confidence-wise, did you think you were going to win?
So here's...
I know you say, everybody, I'm there to win, but
yeah,
you can get the feel.
You can. And so this year I went in a little bit different. I went in and I thought, you know what? I am going to go in this year just have fun.
Right.
So I took all the weight off my shoulders first and foremost, and I think that made all the difference in the world for me. So I went into interview, and interview is 50% of your score.
Sure.
So you have 4 minutes with 5 judges.
Can
you have to pour your soul out. Yeah. So one of the questions was, you know, I see your bio, it's fantastic. So tell me something that is unique about you that's not on, or something that you know, something that makes you an individual.
Tell me, did you tell them I've been on Porch Time? I know you did.
I didn't. Kevin, that would have been a perfect pageant answer, though. Darn it.
Zach, what do you got to do?
I know. I lost the moment for you. Sorry. I'll do a lot of promoting elsewhere for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you know, and a lot of these questions are so on the spot. You have to be prepared to answer them. And so, you know, I just really opened my heart up to them. And with that particular question, I said, I think most people would be surprised to know that I'm really an introverted person. I'm very shy. And, you know, I've been a Colts cheerleader. I'm trying for Mrs. Indiana. I've really pushed myself to be here. And she was like, you know, and I could feel that energy coming back from her. And I knew at that point that our conversation was going to...
You're doing well.
Yeah. Yeah. The first judge that I had went to, the very first judge, you're facing all that really high energy. You know, you're going in, it's not so much nerves, it's just excitement. And so
Well,
I was a little,
be flying, too.
yes, I was a little sketchy with my first judge, and I'm like, Jamie, you gotta get your composure. Come on, girl.
Right.
And so when it was over, and I'll get back to my moment in just a second, but when it was over, that particular judge came up to me. She said, I was rooting for you the whole entire time. And I said, wow, I was so critical on myself with this judge, but she saw something in me. So I was very thankful for that comment she left with me. Yeah.
So how many girls start out?
So there's girls all over the state of Indiana.
Right.
Usually at pageant time, you have about between 15 and 20 girls that you're competing with. And like I said, they're phenomenal, top-notch, professional women. They all are deserving of the crown, but unfortunately, with the Mrs. division, there's only 2 winners. And then there's the Miss, which Olivia got first runner-up in the
Which
Miss.
Is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, yes. For her first
From
pageant.
Martinsville, we've got Miss in first place.
Yes.
Hello, Diane, Daniel, and Brenda.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. Really appreciate it.
So
But anyways,
do they break it down do they eliminate 5 or 10, or do they?
so
just
what
go
we do
top
is
3?
we go through interview, and then we start the onstage portion. We get into bathing suit, and
Very
that is, a good chunk
It's a
of your
guy
score,
favorite, let's just be
25%.
honest.
And yeah, for most guys, I would assume that would probably be the best portion of it.
Evening gown's beautiful though. Too.
Yes, and then evening gown is
Some
your
class.
other 25% of the score.
Right.
And so that is where I think personally I flourish, is on stage. I have a lot of performance background, so I think once I'm on stage, it's the easy. I feel relieved. I got the
hard
interview.
part's over.
Yes,
Now
exactly.
you can be
hmm So when I was on stage, I just felt I felt this sense of confidence. Everybody said I walked different. My composure was different. It's like I came there for the job. And so
you left all the burden back by just saying, hey, I'm going to go and have fun. And you took all of your experience of being a cheerleader and pageant. Said, hey, this doesn't matter.
I'm like,
already a champion. I already know who I am. I'm going to walk out here and do it.
And I think, having the opportunity where I had been second runner up at one point, and then the next 2 years, I didn't even make the top finals. So it was easy for me to go in with just a different attitude and say, hey, why not just have fun this time?
Right.
Because if I'm not at the top, if I don't make the top, it's okay. I've been there.
Right.
But show these guys, that you're persistent. And I'm going to show up every time.
Right.
And that if they tell me no, I'm still going to be there the next year. There's a lot to these guys.
Well, yeah.
Go after those things.
Yep.
If you don't make cheerleading the first time, go back. Do it again. If you don't make it again, keep showing up.
Was it Michael Jordan cut from his high school basketball?
Absolutely. He absolutely was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it typical
Reba,
different judges
hello.
every year? Faith is asking.
Yes. So they always have different judges every single year just because of people like me that show up every year. You can't have the same judges.
Sure.
And like I said, you guys, it was all about timing. And this year, it was my time to shine.
Okay, so you get down to the nitty gritty. They're going first runner up, second runner up.
Well,
how they do that?
First of all, they call out. This year, they called out the top 5.
Okay.
So they start naming off the top 5. Guess who was the last one they called?
You.
This girl.
Hang on. Do past winners share their experience with it that worked, or do they keep close to what they?
The girls are wonderful. So if you have questions from a previous winner, she's going to pour her soul and really try to help you get to the point where you want to be. So yeah, everybody's been completely awesome about sharing their stories and tips and tricks and all the good things. Yeah.
So we're down to the final 5.
Well, yeah, they had the top 4. And
were you nervous when they had?
I was sitting there thinking, okay, here I go again. Hi, Justin. He was just at gymnastics. He's one of our coaches at the gym.
Very cool.
So I was like, okay, here we go again. I'm not going to be called as a top finalist because when you're the last person that they're going to call, you're already kind of second guessing things. And I'm like, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I don't have to answer the onstage question.
Right.
So. And then
you.
they said Jamie Fewell, and I was like, hallelujah.
Did your kids go, yeah?
Yes, I heard everybody screaming. I seriously had the biggest fan club out there, I think, and I'm so grateful for every single one of them. One of my closest friends, Jennifer Garrison, she has been with me the full 5 years, and I could hear her voice in the audience, over everybody else, and I'm like, that's Jennifer.
Gotta be an awesome feeling.
It is such an awesome feeling. And Evie. Hi, Evie.
She's a little gymnast.
She's one of my gymnasts. So anyways, yeah, so they had called my name and I'm like,
Top 5.
And at that point, I'm like, this is all I wanted is to hear my name as one of the top 5. I didn't care really at that point anything more. And then I knew at that point they exit everybody off stage, and then they prepare you for your final question.
I was going to say, so there's another question after the final 5.
Yes.
So what was your final question?
Why would you be the best person for this position?
Again, because you were on porch time, and yet you failed us, Jamie.
So, and
Zach, 100% right.
do you want to know my answer? I can say it.
I want to hear it.
I said, I looked at the judges and I said, judges, audience, and I said, I stand before you today as a woman who has competed on this stage 5 times. 4 of those times I did not win, but today I am ready to be your next Mrs. Indiana. I am ready to encourage any woman over the age of 40 that this stage is ready for them. Any woman who thinks it is too late to chase your wild and crazy dreams, that this stage is ready for them. And then I talked a little bit about, any woman who, no, I said any woman who's battling a chronic but invisible illness, that this stage is ready for them. And I said, I'm dedicated to this organization and I'm ready to be your next Mrs. Indiana. And everybody was like, ah! And I was like, well, I just...
Did that sell it? Did that seal it for you?
I don't know. Honestly, I know that after it was over, the judges were so gracious and they made their way over and they said, you had the best interview that we had seen.
You're doing Robert.
However, they didn't like my interview outfit, so that's why I did not win. They like a very tailored, and my outfit was a little bit...
I know, Laura, that was awesome.
You're going to make me cry. Reba, stop, because you know me, I'm super emotional.
Outfit?
Well, it wasn't very tailored. It's a super fun color. It's a super fun style, but it wasn't very...
so stinking cute.
So stinking cute. I actually was a rhinestone hanger boutique outfit.
There we go. See, segue right into it.
We had people coming up to us after my mom said that answer. We had people coming up to us and saying, "Oh wow, that was so good. That was amazing. She's probably gonna win." Like the people behind us.
Had you rehearsed that or thought that
here's
over,
the
or
thing.
did it just all flow?
It was a process of 5 years of me thinking of why I'm doing this. And, everybody has a phenomenal answer, but for me, it was just a little bit different, I think. It was, I know what I can do for this program and I want to share that. So Pot's where I love her so much. She was on here with me.
Yep.
A few years back.
Yep. When we come and talk about Pots.
Yep. So here I am.
All right,
and
so
now
you got your question done.
Yeah.
You just raised the roof.
Yeah.
Now you got to go back and wait.
You go back, and they start doing other awards. They give out all sorts of different awards. Director award, which I got, which I thought was phenomenal. So the director, she's an amazing woman. Her name's Julie DiLorenzo, and sometimes she hops on with me, but she gave me that award, and I thought, gosh, I'm in the top 5. I got this award. I'm good. And so, they started narrowing it down. And when they called me my name as a winner, I cried. I mean, I literally wanted to just collapse on the floor at that moment. I just felt like all this hard work that I have. I know.
She's saying it right there. The dedication alone year after year is good enough reason for you to be so deserving of the title.
I mean,
well said, Faith.
I know Faith has always got my back. She's such a sweetheart, but it just, I almost felt like my heart flip-flopped, and I felt like I couldn't get my breath for that very moment because I'm like, is this for real? Did they really actually just call my name after 5 years? Here I am. And it was true.
I can hear the Miley Cyrus song, "It's the Climb."
Yeah.
And
I have a video, and I'll have to share it with you all, but it's of the girls coming down when I
was going to say, how
and
the
they are
react?
jumping with joy and their faces, and Chloe's like, it's just the most precious video, and I'm so thankful that I got that video so I can cherish that forever. So.
But I mean, as you said, never a cheerleader, fought through a room of unbelievable ladies. Became a cheerleader. Never in a pageant. Fought through.
Yep.
Took you 5 years. Perseverance and your willpower.
Yeah.
Persistency.
Yeah.
And now you're Mrs. Indiana. Has that hit home yet?
It does. It hasn't. Honestly, like I said, I feel like I have to pinch myself every day, realize that this is actually real. Oh, thank you, Olivia. This is a real thing, and I'm going to Las Vegas in August, and I'm going to do my best there and shine and have a good time. And enjoy every single moment because this is where I wanted to be
I'm seeing
from the
a book
very
deal
start.
and a movie. I'm trying to think who's going to
I
play
know.
them.
So there is a movie out. Oh my gosh, and you need to watch it. Let me
Uh-oh. I don't even
let me
watch
Google
TV,
this
but now I gotta
movie.
watch
No,
a movie.
it's a movie, and it reminds me so much of my journey. This is about an astronaut.
Even in your picture, you can see how proud your babies are. You deserve this. Congratulations.
Yes, Joy and Grace, Reagan Joy and Chloe Grace. So Reba used to be my neighbor. So they're wonderful people. Her and Mike.
Then we moved.
Yeah. Removed, but they're still wonderful people. So we love them. They're always so encouraging.
Caleb's dead.
Josie? Waylon?
Wait a minute. We're going to do it now that he's on air here.
Yeah, so
Ooh, hang on.
he's a relative. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yes.
So when I read this every day, Stid's Comfort System 765-346-0195. Get a hold of Caleb Stid. One of these fine ductless units that I've got behind me. Caleb's a good man. Now Reagan's a queen.
She will always be my queen. Okay, so this is the movie I want you to watch, okay? It's called A Million Miles Away.
Is it a pageant movie?
No, it's about an astronaut.
Okay.
Okay. And it's about his determination to be an astronaut.
Zach's on. How you doing, Zach?
And so he applies with NASA like 15 times and gets no. But he is so persistent. He's like, one day, he's been dreaming about this since he was a little boy. One day I'm going to be an astronaut. He keeps applying. He marries. He has all these kids. His wife is so supportive of him. And she's like, keep doing. What is it that these guys have that you don't have? Why are they not accepting you? And he's like, well, I need a foreign language. I need scuba diving lessons. I need airtime, being a pilot. And he does all these things.
Zach.
I have to check it out. Yes, it's amazing. It is so amazing. It's such a good movie and it's so inspiring. So if there's something that you're struggling with or, a goal that you're set for yourself and you're not achieving it, watch this movie and I'm telling you it will
Similar
help.
to the Kurt Warner story. Have you ever heard that?
No.
I forget the name of it, but Super Bowl winning quarterback, just his path to get there.
Yeah.
Praying, saying, is this the right path?
Give me a sign, please.
Because of it.
Thing. Yeah.
And then he ends up, Trent Green gets hurt. Trent Green from Indiana gets hurt. He takes over, puts him in the Super Bowl, wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So it's your hard work, and it's been a long journey.
It's a dream. I pray all the time about it, and I knew in my heart it's about timing, and when it was going to be my time, it was going to eventually happen. And I just needed to never give up on that thought of that it's going to be my time. It's going to be my time. Keep going.
Have you had a chance to catch your breath yet?
I am still trying to catch that breath, but it's okay because that, when you're kind of out of breath, it's
right. So what are some of the responsibilities now that you have to be
So right now I am trying to do as many community engagement events as possible. I am going to WCBK in the morning. No offense.
Anyway,
yeah,
you were here first.
I know. I've always been here first. Okay. But Michelle Pierce, she set that up with me. So yeah, and her daughter Tiffany was one of my very first students at Martinsville Academy. So there's a little history there. But I'm going to South Elementary. I'm going to read to the kids next week. Just picking up small things. And then, of course, trying to start preparing myself for Las Vegas, which is a huge step.
McKenna's on, and you might know this other girl named Angela Lauk.
Oh, Angela! She needs to come in here and give me a hug. I haven't seen her forever.
She doesn't come visit me anymore.
Oh, Angela.
Something about a couch, and then we won't get into it.
Oh, okay. I'll have to get the lowdown later. Oh, shoot.
Don't you dare.
I haven't seen her. And Christy Woods. Okay, so Christy has been...
my student.
Christy? Oh, yes, Jamie. Yes. I thought you were saying she was one of your students. I'm like, what'd you teach? So Christy was one of my dance teachers when I was growing up.
Christy was?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Absolutely, yes. And but she has everything that I've ever got myself involved in. She has been there, a cheerleader. She sent me a note, mailed it, a handwritten note, which you don't get anymore. Sent it to me in my mailbox, and I got it 2 days before I left for South Bend. So yeah.
I remember you were stressing
a little bit
up there, and you're like, If you have 20 minutes or an hour or something,
Yeah.
and I sent you
30 minutes
a
before I
very
interview, you did.
blunt
Yeah,
message.
you did. And
to you on
what did I
Messenger.
say? I said, thank you so much. I
Yeah.
needed that.
I mean, I didn't
Yep.
cut. There was no BS on that
no.
message.
And that is the moments that you need somebody to come in and say, hey, here it is.
Yeah.
Do this. And you're like, okay.
I was like, I don't know if I ever really talked to her this way. But I said it, and you're like, dude, that's
maybe that
exactly
was what did
I
it for
can do.
me,
Well,
Kevin.
I mean,
No.
you seem like you weren't acting the same as I know you.
Yeah.
And I think that you needed someone to go
Well,
smack you across the face, say, hey, relax.
Yeah,
This
no,
is you.
it's true.
Your show.
It's very true. And when you're in that moment, it's such a compacted weekend.
Yeah.
You have rehearsals, you have interview, you have rehearsals, you have, so much going on. You don't have a moment to just breathe. And I needed that. You're like, come back down, know who you are, make it happen. And that's what you did.
Look at that. Look at her over there,
I
just
know.
beaming. So have you gone home in front of the mirror and put it on and been like, I did it?
I
did it?
I am very careful with it
Not bad.
because, I have, everybody wants to put it on. And, I'm a gymnastics coach, so you have all these little girls, they all want to put it on. And
But you're
so,
such an inspiration now.
love it.
Even more so, Colts cheerleader, magnificent, unbelievable. If that's the cream of the crop you ever did, that's top level.
Yeah.
Now you're Mrs. Indiana.
Yeah.
Now you're going to the national level, and you're like, I mean, that's phenomenal.
Well, this is where I feel like my dream begins because now I can really make an impact on these guys. And I know people take me serious, but now, that I have this title, I feel like I can make a bigger impact and reach more people. And that's
amazing.
That's big berries for me. Yes.
Right. I remember the shy and timid young lady who was scared
I
to
know.
try out the Colts.
Oh my gosh. So let me tell you, and I think I told you guys this last time I was on, but after I had made the cheerleading squad, we didn't have cell phones. So I drove home. My mom was waiting, and my mom's been my biggest fan. And she was like, and I had the uniform behind my back, and she's like, well, did you make it? And I'm like,
it's about this big.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, well, you can do it again next year. And I said, you're looking at a Colts cheerleader. And I held up this little uniform, which was a 2-piece. And she's like, go in the bathroom and put it on. And I'm like, I can't wear that. And she's like, Jamie, you are going to have to dance in front of 60,000 people. And so, yeah, I know. So, but I made it happen, and I will never forget those moments. And I got to relive them in September when I went back for the 40th reunion.
Right.
And yeah, it was fun.
So guess what?
What?
From that day on, you'll be always known as Miss Indiana 2024, Mrs. Indiana 2024. They can never take that away from you.
Mhm.
That's
No.
amazing.
Yep.
So
I
when's
will take-
Vegas?
So I actually leave August 19th. I will be out there for 11 days. And it is full of events, photo shoots, rehearsals, dinners, you have interviews. I mean, it's the whole shebang. So I was talking to a couple of the girls that were queens last year that had the opportunity to go out to Vegas. And they were like, be prepared to be exhausted because
Right.
it's so much. The girl who crowned me had just found out she was pregnant. So she was going through, being newly pregnant and then all the busyness of competing for
Sure.
America Week, and but she did a phenomenal job. Her name's Ashley. Yes. So now I'm preparing for Las Vegas, getting everything in line. I go next week back up to South Bend to sign my contract because we have to sign a contract.
So who you sign the contract to?
Through the Mrs. America
Really?
organization. Yes.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Get a photo
And-
of that.
I know, right?
That's it.
And so, we already have like a rough draft of that, that they have given us, and we have to read through and make sure, this is everything that we can comply with and that we really want this position. And then we do our headshots as a team. The three of us, we'll do our headshots. We do the ad book cover for
So Olivia's going to Vegas with you.
Olivia. No, she's first runner up, so
Oh,
she
okay.
will not be able
I'm sorry.
to go. She's first runner up to Jillian, who won the Miss.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I wish she was. She told me, I met her for coffee today at Starbucks, and she said, I'm going to go out there with you just to cheer you on. I'm like, come, her and her mom, but we'll see. It's pricey to get out there.
Sure.
So, Yes.
Phenomenal.
So here I am.
You're just
Yes.
beaming. You
I
know
am
that.
beaming. You know, there's
But
a lot of work ahead of me. I am currently looking for sponsorship, which is a huge part of this process.
Yeah.
So, looking for sponsorship. So, any local businesses, anybody who is, willing to take on a little chunk of the sponsorship, I would be forever grateful. I will do whatever it takes for your business to help you out, to come to an event, to do whatever they need for me to do in order for them to help me. I will be there. So that's how bad I want this.
I got to ask a cool question.
Yes.
Are you in the 500 parade?
I thought about reaching out.
Why not? Fall foliage?
I'm going to do fall foliage 100%.
But that's after. You're already,
I'll be already done, but I'll still do it.
You could be Mrs. USA by that point. You're going to be our Mrs. USA anyway.
Yeah.
So you can be Mrs. Indiana Weather too.
We could do a pageant for porch time and a pageant for the
right,
weather.
There we go. We'll have to get sashes.
So I'm doing a couple of things. So I'm going to do a pageant camp for some kids in the community in June. So I'm really looking forward to that. So if you're interested in getting your kid involved, it's open registration right now, and all money raised will go towards me going to Vegas. That's June 8th, which is a Saturday. It will be held at Martinsville Academy here in town, and it'll be an all-day event for your kids to learn interviewing, to learn walking, to learn an opening number, and then in the evening they'll have a little mock pageant. So they'll actually perform, do talent, walk on stage, do interview, and then they'll be crowned and sashed. So, and I'm going to do that for anybody who's interested, and it could be anybody, an adult. I don't care. Anybody who's ever thought about doing a pageant, come to me June 8th.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll have so much fun.
You got to get out. I'm just giving you ideas. You got to get out and talk to these kids and show them how is Joe Jack. They were so tall and Miss Terry.
Everybody is fantastic. Joseph got his driver's license last week, so he's out driving.
Right. Not a very good driver. He's a scary driver.
Not a good driver.
He is actually.
Where are we at?
Are we good?
Yes. Okay. So the weather. We thought
I'm like loving this. This makes it even more interesting to come and see you.
Here's what the thing is. During the day, he would send me a text like at 9 in the morning. Could get rough later. Then I won't hear from him, and I'm like on pins and needles. But I don't mess with him because I know he's locked in. These guys really, when they wake up in the morning, like whatever you are into, that's what you do. They open a laptop and they do weather. Yeah. All day.
Oh yeah.
So I don't mess with him, and then
it's intriguing too. Yes. Like it's very interesting to watch.
He starts going off and send me messages. This. Then I know it's hitting the fan.
Yeah.
What was the most shocking thing over it all, other than getting the crown put on your head? What was the thing that surprised you most?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, that's a great question. There's so many different things that surprised me, but I think the biggest surprise for me was the moment where they called my name and I heard how many people were rooting for me.
Right.
That was a gift. I mean, and a surprise. Not that I didn't expect there to be a lot of people there, but just to hear how many people that were actually rooting for me, you could just hear it echoing in the building, and I'm like,
So you prepare as much as you can. So proud of you, Maxine. Says, you prepare for as much as you can. But what caught you off guard the most? You're like, oh boy, I didn't see did anything. Maybe nothing did because you were so mentally focused on I'm going to have fun. They can throw rocks at me all day, but I'm going to let them slide off my shoulders.
You always when you're doing things like this, because there are so many phenomenal women, in your mind you have the women that you think are so deserving of this, and so when that person's name is not called, it's such a it's a surprise. And I think, being in that position where my name hasn't been called before, it's such a letdown because you are mentally so prepared. You're physically so prepared. Financially, you put money into this, and everybody's hoping to hear their name called. And so, and I've worked with some of these girls that have also competed for several years and haven't had their moment yet. So, that's always, I think, I had some girls in my mind that I thought, okay, for sure, this is going to be their time, and their name wasn't called. So
their name wasn't the last name called.
No.
Little Jamie was.
So also,
I bet you just jumped out of your skin.
I was like elated for sure. And then I also will be going to Vegas with Rachel Stanko. So she is my sister queen. So there's two of us, and we'll be going. She has her own separate pageant. I have my pageant. And then if we both win, we will both go to Mrs. World together.
So there's another one?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness.
So her name's Rachel Stanko.
Rachel.
She's in Lafayette, and she's amazing. I cannot wait
do you
to
know
share.
Rachel Stanko from Lafayette? She won the other. There's two
Yeah.
Miss Indiana.
Mrs. Title.
Yeah, Mrs. Title. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Are they
He's out of Lafayette.
okay?
Actually, he's out of Martinsville now, but he's prior to
Yeah.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Born and raised in Martinsville.
yeah, right.
Where are you born and raised?
Lafayette.
Okay, you go. So yeah, I will be with her in Las Vegas. Well, it'll be the three of us. It'll be Jillian, Rachel, and I. And so
Evie
yeah,
says hi.
big time.
It's Evie now.
Hi Evie, I love you. She's a phenomenal little gymnast here. So, and this weekend also,
Yeah, we want to talk about Sting and Miss Reagan over here.
yeah.
now.
So really quickly, this
Show
weekend
that
we
ring.
had this past weekend we were in Ohio for Sting for their nationals, and she's on the Queen Bees, and they got first place champions. So they
Show
got
the camera that ring. Right there, perfect.
yes.
That's phenomenal.
Uh-huh. And this is her first year competing cheerleading.
So it's been a good week for you guys.
Yeah.
A good couple
And
weeks.
then this coming weekend, all my gymnasts, my little competitive gymnasts, are going to NGA State. So we'll be at the state fairgrounds competing gymnastics.
Make sure you share that with the page and then
We
what
will.
happens.
Yes, we will.
I love J2, the gals that do that, but they
I
share
love
stuff
Justine
with me. I know
and
it.
Julia.
And
They're so
Rye, and
phenomenal.
then they've put out a fabulous group of gals there. I love them. But they share that stuff with me, and then
Yes.
I post it, and everybody's like, well, you don't do, well,
Yeah.
give me that information. I'll
Yeah.
talk you up.
Yeah.
Believe me, I love to talk.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
you've
it's
come a long way.
I have come
from
a long way.
Rhinestone Hanger
Yes.
Boutique.
Yes. And I'm still I'm actually doing a live on Thursday. So please everybody hop on
For your rhinestone, or what are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing I call it the RHB, which is Rhinestone Hanger Boutique, but then we're doing a Jamie's Closet Clean Out. Let's get ready for Vegas because I'm trying to raise all this money so I can go. So I'm going to do a live show, and anything made from that as well will go towards getting me to Las Vegas, which the organization pays for my airplane ticket and the hotel, all the food that when I'm down there. But there's so many other expenses.
Oh, yeah.
I have a gown, and I'm going gown
All
shopping.
sorts of outfits you got to buy.
Yes, I'm going gown shopping on May 18th, so I need a sponsor for that. So somebody please help me out. And then I have interview outfits, and then there's hair and makeup team that you are responsible for paying for. And that's like $1,800 for 11 days. So it's yeah, I know.
Unless
I'm
you
like,
do-
and
unless
look
you
at
do your
this.
hair
I mean,
unless you do your hair
I
like
know.
mine.
Maybe that's a good idea, Kevin.
The Sinead O'Connor look.
I know. I would be unrecognizable. They'll be like, "Who's that? That's not the same
Right,
girl."
Right.
So
Now,
yeah,
you got beautiful long hair.
lots to maintain.
I thought you looked just stunning in the
Thank
red
you very
dress,
much.
And,
Yeah.
and it just, it was your time to shine.
It was
Hey.
my red carpet dress, I call it.
Well, you look great.
Thank you.
Well, so it just blows your mind that your mom's Mrs. Indiana?
Yes.
Yes, very much so. And your siblings, your brothers and sisters think the same or no?
I don't
The
know.
brothers are, they're excited. I think they're more excited about just having the opportunity to go to Las Vegas and fly on
So
their
the whole
first.
family's going.
Everybody's going.
Fantastic.
They're gonna
Aunts,
fly.
Uncles.
Oh yeah, we have a
A
whole.
big crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're
But
gonna
my
have the
kids,
whole
this will be
flight.
their first time ever flying. So they're that's pretty big
Hey,
stuff
baby,
for
let's
them.
go to Vegas.
Yeah.
There you go.
What stays in Vegas?
Yeah.
What happens in Vegas stays
well,
in Vegas.
we can't do
No,
that.
I
If you win,
know.
it has to come back.
Yeah, no.
We have shirts coming soon.
Yeah, so I also am doing, I'm just trying to do everything, but I have a shirt fundraiser right now that I'm doing as well to raise money for Vegas.
You got to.
Yep,
You gotta
got
do
to
what
stay
you gotta do.
busy trying to, make it all happen. So,
Proud is an understatement. I like I said, you came on in the studio early on, and you didn't even come on originally for your pageantry stuff. You came on for your rhinestone, and you're like, who the hell are these
I'm like,
guys?
what? Did I get my...
And you had your show live and our show live.
It
at
was the
same time.
funnest, and that's not even a word. It was amazing. Most fun night I have had in a really long time. These guys were my models. They were. Andrew was modeling
hilarious.
hats.
Andrew's
You were.
hilarious,
I mean,
yeah.
it was just such a good
But you
time.
were actually live with your rhinestone people.
And I was a nervous wreck.
Yes.
I was a nervous wreck at that point. Like, I was like, what did I get myself into? Who are these people? But then it was this instant connection, I felt like.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so,
Then
you know,
came
I'm
back
like, yeah.
instantly because you had a pageant coming up.
Well, I
And
helped
fall
you with a
forwards.
couple
Yeah.
of events that you had, fundraisers
Yes.
that, you know, there was some tragedies in
Yeah.
Martinsville with some families and stuff
You
like
always
that. And
come
you
in and help
did.
us with
I
that.
love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Not that, you know, those families had to go through that, but the things that you do to help them out is amazing.
you're part of it.
So,
Like I said, telling you we're proud of you
thank
is
you
an
so much,
understatement.
Kevin.
It's just
I appreciate
amazing.
it so much.
Um,
Yes. So, yeah. The balloon will come
look
on.
at that. I was
Vegas.
going to say.
And I need to.
So
put
do you
my
have to take all that with you when you go?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I'm talking like probably, I'm not for sure how many evening gowns, but 6 or 7 probably.
And
You
those
know,
won't be cheap.
no. And thankfully, I've done this 5 years now, so I've like been saving my gowns for each year.
They haven't seen them out there.
No, they haven't seen them out
Can we get rid
there.
of the one that you got next on the one outfit? What was the one they didn't like?
Oh, my rhinestone hanger boutique one. I will wear that during. I will wear that during the week at some point, but I won't wear it during interview.
Okay.
I'm gonna have something else. And I'm also
No,
getting a new
tell me about
gown.
Reagan.
I'll have a new gown. They said they wanted me in something very fitted because I'm tall and very thin, and they want to see like the shape
Figure.
of my body.
Sure.
Where this dress that I wore at State was gorgeous, but it didn't show off
Sure.
enough, I guess.
Hang on, I missed. a
Aw,
comment.
thank you so much.
You asked me over to get an interview with Rhinestone, but I was too scared.
I know. So Channel 13, did I tell you that story about Channel 13?
No.
So when I was doing Rhinestone Hanger Boutique, and it was right before I was diagnosed with POTS, so I was really sick. I was trying to figure out what was going on. Channel 13 reached out to me, and one of the reporters said, "Hey, I saw your show on Facebook Live, and I think what you do is amazing."
Okay.
And I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you so much. Can I do an interview with you?" And I was like, "This person's fake. This is like a
Right.
bot or something."
Right.
It was Kevin Radar. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay, so, and I thought someone had gotten on his account, was, you know,
Right.
playing a game with me. It was actually him. And he reached out to me several times. He's like, "No, you have a story behind you.
Well,
You
sure, that's
are
what
so
I'm-
good to these ladies. I see something in you. Please, let's do a story on you." Well, he showed up at my house, and at the time I lived in this 1,100 square foot home, so it was very tiny. He didn't realize that I had a makeshift studio in my dining room, and I was modeling on a chair, and he was like, this is it?" And I'm like, "This is it. This is what you get."
Yeah.
But they did a story on me.
Yeah.
It's called So Stinkin' Cute, and I have to send you the link to it.
Why didn't we know this? Because we emphasize so stinking cute
Yes.
the whole night in here.
Yeah. But it's my story. But I look back at it now, because every time it pops up as a memory on Facebook, I look at it now and I can see how sick I really was, and how hard it was for me to get through that.
That was a tough period for you.
Woo, it was
Very tough.
tough. Yeah.
When you came in with Camilla that day and
Mhm.
you were telling that story, lots of crying, lots of stuff you were going through.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was very emotional.
Yep.
But you got through it.
I got through it, and this is proof that you can get through the
Did-
things that you're dealing with in life, and you can make things happen for yourself. Even if it's like the cards that you have been dealt right then and there were so terrible, you can get through it.
I think one of the best things about you is your attitude has always stayed the same, positive. I don't think I've ever heard you utter a negative word. And-
Unless you're my husband. Sorry, Michael.
Okay.
It's just a joke. No.
But you know what I mean?
No, it's you have to be
the
positive.
mental preparedness and the focus
Yeah.
and the positivity that comes out of you.
Yeah.
That has to play into it.
No, it is. It's 100%. You just have to live your life positive. And you know, we're all human, so we're all gonna have bad moments in our life, but it's how you look at those, and you're like, okay, you're either gonna stay in that moment, or you're gonna say, hey, heck no, I'm not doing it this way. I'm
Right.
going to push on. And that's how I've always been. I'm like, okay, this is a tough time. I'm going to get out of it. This is not the rest of my life. This is only part of it. And this is going to be a great
This
story
is
one day.
temporary. We're gonna
Yeah,
get through it.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Well,
So
thank
you don't go until August.
Yes.
So we'll have you back on
Yes.
between now and then.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I'll send you mean texts when
So,
you get to August.
I was like, okay, so, you know, I'm trying to think of like awesome ways to like raise money. So I was thinking porch time pageant. I had to bring that
I was
up.
thinking
And
Indiana
we'll
Women
have
Network,
Zach as a contestant,
right.
right?
Do we have to wear evening
Evening
gowns?
gowns, yeah. You can wear your like.
Oh, Paragon Homecoming's
You
already
can
got
do.
me
Hey,
doing this.
here it is, fun fashion. So he can dress up as a weather guy. You know.
He does that every day. That's
Well,
no
we can make it
fun.
interesting. We can have like a lightning bolt on a like I don't know. So we'll make it interesting.
We'll collaborate on something.
Yeah.
We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, we won't.
Zach, positive. Be positive here.
I think he is. No, we won't.
Yeah, I know he's pretty positive it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Gabby Grubb's on. We've
Hi,
had
Gabby.
phenomenal people on these last plays.
Yeah, well, Gabby, you know,
Yeah.
she was our gymnast for many, many years.
Yes.
Watch her grow up. She's phenomenal, and she's going to now.
Four-time state qualifier.
Yep, she's just
And just
persistent right
yes,
there.
exactly.
Same.
And I told someone this the other day. I remember that young freshman girl coming in here, like you, nervous as can be, and by the third or fourth time, she's in here and she's leaning forward and
She's
she's
like
talking.
really
I know,
engaging.
but she's one thing I love about Gabby is she's always smiling.
Yes.
She's always very respectful.
Yes.
And she just seems she seems to be joyful like you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a winning thing.
We love Gabby so much, and she's actually coaching on Monday nights at the
That's
gym
what
right now.
she said.
And I love
Camille
my
says
Max family.
Clayton has such a great role model.
Yeah,
role
he's
model to look up to.
and I look up to him too because we
Yeah.
both have suffered through the same thing.
Yeah.
So I can really relate to him.
Gabby
And
loves
Gabby,
Mag-
yeah, so
Mag
she
fam.
is phenomenal. I mean, she just is able to connect with these little kids, and they love her. And you know, she's so super cool because she's able to show all the tricks where
Oh, yeah.
they're like, "Jamie, do a cartwheel," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna break my back." But you know,
Maybe 20 years ago, Jamie. Was
yeah, I
doing
know.
that.
I could do the splits 20 years ago. No, I was doing it
Gabby's
now.
flipping 50 feet in the air and
Yeah,
landing
so
on
you
2
know
feet.
they're in awe of her, and
Right.
she's just such a good girl for these girls.
She's
You know,
amazing.
yeah, just amazing.
We've had such a good run of luck of
Oh my
getting
gosh, we have some
outstanding
phenomenal
people in here.
Yeah.
Really.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day. I have state championship decathlon
Mhm.
team in here. I've got Gabby
Smart,
in here. Yes,
athletic.
extremely intelligent. MHS dance team,
Yep.
3 state championships.
talented.
Yes, and on
Yep.
it just keeps. And I'm like,
Mhm.
that's why we're doing that one thing coming up where and it's a different, but we're trying to get into the school. My brother kicked down doors and chased down bad guys. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I have a platform, and I have a big mouth, and I have reach.
Yep.
And so we have a meeting coming up Sunday with a ton of us that from all walks of life through the county, some very influential people. We're trying to get into schools to change the narrative of we're not going to get all the dealers, but we can cut off their supply of people. And if we can get younger folks and say,
Mhm.
you know, our motto, if
Yeah.
we save one life, it's worth it.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get, and Mr. Bowen's involved, if we can get in there and talk to these kids. And one of our ideas, my idea is that we're going to pledge to them, if you're ever in a tight spot, you need somebody, here's a list of numbers. You keep this on you. You laminate it, put it on your
Yep.
fridge. You call one of
Love
us.
that.
If we can't fix it, we will have a number to get and come get you.
Love that.
Because the world is rough. You know that as well as me.
Yeah.
And these young folks, it's not
Yeah.
rainbows and unicorns
No.
the minute you get out of high school, and a
No.
lot of them don't understand that until
No.
it's late.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But
I
to
love
look
that
at people
idea.
like you and the chain here, Gabby, the inspirational never quit, and
Yeah.
look at you, 40-year-old, 45-year-old, boom,
47.
yeah.
I'll be 47 the end of this month.
Thanks, Reba.
So yeah, and I am a huge advocate of that. I actually raised money for the Victoria Voice Foundation, which is, you know, educating these
Yep.
kids in schools about drug addiction and the importance of, you know, staying positive, having the right people to talk to, and they support having Narcan available in, you know, these
Right.
type of situations. So if there is something that happens, that, you know, it's right there and they're ready to use, you know.
We've got a bunch that Timmy helped pull through,
Mhm.
and they're ready to give testimonies. Heart wrenching because they've walked through the demons, not the other side.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
the
know
thing-
some really good stories here
Yes.
in Martinsville as well.
Yes, 100%. You hit it right on the head. We all make mistakes. Everybody. Don't
We're all
let that-
human. Kylie, aw.
Late, but I made it, Jamie.
She's I competed with her.
You
so.
have some amazing folks following you. I've seen them.
Yeah.
You tagged me in a couple posts, and then I'm like, "Who's this gal?" And I'm like, "She had to compete against her." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? She had to know her through there.
Yeah.
So
Yep. She's in Fishers, but she's phenomenal. We just had an instant connection, so she's sweetie. Like another one. I mean, she is so deserving of this opportunity as well. So I hope she comes back.
we need to have them all down here for a big show.
Oh yeah, you would love that, Kevin.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Zach, would we love a bunch of beauty contestants down here for a whole show?
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, it's too distracting for him.
Yeah, no, he turned the weather off that night, I'm sure. Storms, it's storming out there, but anyway, let's
Yeah.
get back to the show.
Yeah, for sure. They're great. They're phenomenal. Smart. I mean, she's got a beautiful family, and I just loved connecting with her. And it's just hard. Oh, Stephanie Littell.
It's not only is she's a beautiful gal, but it's the aura that she gives off, the pure joy
it's inside
and
love.
positive.
I mean, she's just phenomenal.
You do that.
Very authentic.
You do
well,
that.
thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just give that off, and I think that's why you're a winner. That's why you never really lost. It was just another step up the ladder to get to the top.
It was.
And now you got a different ladder.
I have a different ladder now. Yeah, that's for sure.
But that's
it just keeps getting taller and taller. But
that's
you know what? Here we go again. I'm not going to give up. I will make this happen for myself. So thank you so much, Jeff.
There you go.
I really appreciate it.
Reagan, you got anything you want to add before we get out of here? Talk about Sting for a minute. When's your next competition?
Well, actually, we're done with the season, and we have tryouts again.
Are you going to go back?
Yep.
Okay, atta girl.
She's a busy girl. I mean, she does competitive gymnastics and cheerleading on top of that. Well, all the things. She coaches already at MAGS, so she helps with the preschool classes.
And she's been involved
preteen.
for what, 1 year?
Well, I'm talking about MAGS. So she started gymnastics.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sting 1 year.
Yeah, gymnastics she started when she was like 12 months
I was
old.
like, she's
Yeah, so
she
had
came
no
out
option.
tumbling, and she just kept
Yeah,
going.
she just kept going. It's like, no, I wondered why I had feeling all that motion in my belly,
She just did a handstand after birth. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but she's already coaching. We've already made her
Phenomenal.
a little entrepreneur here.
Well, of course, we'll have you back in.
Yes, please do.
A few times. How can we support you in Vegas? There you go.
I know. I did mention that. So we're doing lots of things, Kylie. So I'm going to do a camp June 8th for anybody in the state of Indiana. It does not have to be Morgan County. So if you are outside of Morgan County, please come. It's June 8th. And it's going to be a phenomenal camp. So we're going to work on all the fun things that are part of pageantry. So interviewing. So a lot of times this is going to be the first time these kids have had any type of interview. We're going to do fun walking, catwalking. We're doing an opening number. We're going to do all the fun things, talent, if they want to do talent. And then we're going to have a little mock pageant in the evening. So the parents will come back in, get their kids ready, and we'll have judges, and they'll actually go through an actual pageant experience. And then we'll do crowns and sashes, all the good things. So I'm so looking forward to it.
You need to bring your mom next time.
I know. My mom is my rock.
Could have brought her in.
I know.
You know the rules around here. We don't care.
She is a phenomenal person, and she's made a huge impact on this community for, 28 years now.
Yes, she has. Hundreds of kids.
Hundreds of kids. Yeah, hundreds. So she's a phenomenal. Miss Reagan. Oh,
we'll go
sorry.
back to it.
Let's see what it says, Reagan. It's going to be
Jamie's
Jamie's Mini.
Taught by the best.
Oh.
My kids loved Miss Terry when they were little.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they were. I mean, she's just a phenomenal person. So she's tough.
Yeah.
She's probably one of our strictest coaches that we have at the gym. I mean, my mom is 73 years old and still coaching gymnastics. I was just with her before I came in here. She was coaching, and she's hard. I mean, she's been in this business for a very long time, and she has standards. She wants these girls to do the best that they can.
Some of that applies to.
I think I'm a little nice. So, like, the funny thing is I had a parent this year come up to me, and they're like, Jamie, I need to have a conversation with you. And I said, okay, what's up? What ages for the camp? Oh, I'll take a 2-year-old. Absolutely 100%. Never too young. We'll take you. So, Haley, if you want to message me on Facebook, or I can, after the show is over, I can go to your Facebook page, and I will send you a message. We'll make sure that we get that information to you. But I don't even remember what I was saying now, but what was I saying before?
Something happened the other day. You were talking.
Because
I was talking about how hard it was. And this
is fun being 40. Your mind just goes blank.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, thank you. See, this is why I carry Reagan around with me all the time. So, yeah, I had a parent reach out to me, and she's like, Jamie, we love you so much, but I don't feel like you're being too nice on my daughter. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's just, I'm very nurturing as a coach.
Right.
I make them work.
Yeah.
I make them work, but I'm very nurturing. And I think a lot of the gymnasts are like, favorite coach, because maybe I'm just, a little nice. But anyway, so I was like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to step up my game. I'm going to be a little bit more tough. So I was tough and made the daughter cry. And then the mom came back and said, I think you might be being too tough. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be me. So
no, she came back and said you're too tough.
Yeah, you can never get the happy medium. So at that moment I was like, this is me. And we have such a wide range of coaches in the gym. We have the really stern, strict ones. We have the nice ones. Everybody's nice, but the the little.
You puzzle quite well.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I feel these kids as an individual, and I want to know them. Like I want to know, what their life is like, what their dreams are, and that's just who I am. And so, I don't know. I'm a sucker. I don't know how to be mean. It's so tough on me. Gosh, I don't know how I've survived being a parent to 4.
She was in here with Rhinestone on camera with this. I think a couple times she's like, I'm shutting this down and go home.
I'm like, maybe this is making me a little more, I have a better backbone here. Yeah, Kevin's teaching me a lot.
It was fun.
So.
All right, James.
All right,
we'll
Kevin. Yes, thank you so much.
That.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in any more information about sponsoring, helping out, or if you want me for a speaking engagement, come to your school to read books. If there's a community event, fundraiser, I would love to be there.
Even just to go in and tell your story.
Yes, absolutely, 100%. I would love.
That is book worthy.
I would love to get into the middle schools and share the story with these girls now that are so impressionable, that are, at that age, because I had a really rough middle school age. It was really probably one of the toughest times in my life. And I would love to share this with the girls in the community, because I know others are going through the same thing.
100%.
And it's so tough. Pots. There's so many things.
A story that goes to pen to paper that is worthy.
Yes.
And look where it ended up at, Look at that one over there, just smiling away.
I know.
Gorgeous.
She's going to be my next little
pageant. Has she got the wave down yet? Oh, look. Yeah.
She's really good at it, Kevin.
Yeah,
but see, here's the thing with her is because I direct so many local things, and she's like, Mom, when are you going to stop directing so I can be in the pageant? Because it's not fair for the director's kid to win, so...
You got to send her out of town.
But I don't know what I would do without her, because she helps me so much during pageant times, too.
You're automatically the winner. Yeah, that's it.
She'll just be able to wear this one.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
All right, Kevin. Well, thank you so much for having us on.
As
I really
always,
appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who hopped on just to hear us for a little bit. I really appreciate it.
Support this wonderful lady. She needs money to get to Vegas. She's got to buy a zillion beautiful dresses. And just...
hair and makeup and all the things. There's so much.
It's a big time pageant. It's where she wanted to be. So we love her. We support her at Porch Time. We have since the get go, and we'll have her back on soon. Thank you guys so much. It's a busy night tonight.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to Zach and the Indiana Weather Network guys. He's like, it's a bad move. We're gonna put a partition up here between.
Yeah. We're gonna pay.
Right. Or he's gonna constantly have a camera on you now.
Yeah,
he's gonna.
We could put one up in the corner and beam down and be like, Zach, give us a thumbs up. We're all good. He's like, so. All right.
Thank you, Kylie. I love you.
Good night to you, dear. All right, James.
All right. Good night, guys.
Love you.
Bye.
Yes. All right.
Reagan, it was very nice to meet you, dear.
Nice to meet you too.
And we'll have you back on tune when your next pageant's
when
up.
She's the weather chaser.
Yeah, she'll
come on and talk about weather.
There you go. She'll come on and talk about weather. Hey, greatest teacher you got right there. He's a good dude. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I might do a late show later on. We'll see if we can get Zach to join us, but if not, love you guys. We'll see you at 6:30 morning. Coffee with Kevin.
We know we're gonna do it.
Best 15 minutes a day. We'll talk to you later.